Oh my God! Don't tell me that's his son. I've seen this kid's face. Oh man! All right, the most hated D-list celebrity in Hollywood. Fuck. This is Tom Hanks' son. Jesus Christ.
Chet Hanks is the third child of Tom Hanks, one of the most famous actors of all time. Anytime his name has been in the media, it is negative, giving the perception.
Inside Chet Hanks, many controversies from his Jamaican accent to cocaine. I remember that. I remember the Jamaican accent thing to cocaine addiction and abuse allegations. A look back at the wild life of Tom Hanks' troubled son. You know what's crazy? It seems as if like every time a celebrity has a kid, unless they're really like fucking disciplining them, kind of like what you get with LeBron James and his son, or I don't know, fucking. I mean, you haven't heard anything bad coming from the West babies, so like but it's shit like this where they just. It always tends to be white people too. I mean, I'm not trying to like fucking color code here by any means necessary, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like privilege plus like wealth equals dickhead.
That he is the black sheep of the family. Tom has consistently maintained a positive and wholesome image, which has endeared him to audiences worldwide. Many people refer
I fucking love Tom Hanks.
to him as America's dad. However, the actual son of the perceived down-to-earth actor says things were not as good as they seemed. This became abundantly clear when in November of 2014, Chet revealed that he underwent treatment for cocaine addiction.
Bro, 16? You're 16 years old and you're struggling with fucking cocaine? You get what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't happen to fucking poor people, bro. Like, it doesn't happen to poor people. Like, the only time you have a 16-year-old struggling with cocaine and they're poor is because they're struggling trying to fucking sell it and not get caught.
This was the first time Chet made headlines. Quite the introduction. People wondered how a child raised in the same home as Tom Hanks took such a dark path. I've been struggling with substance abuse since I was 16 years old.
Wild.
Finally, at the age of 24, I decided to get some help. With 50 days of sobriety under my belt, I can honestly say I'm the happiest I've ever been.
And look, man, more power to the guy. Like, I'm not trying to like shit on him or anything like that. Like, I could totally understand how struggling with addiction is not easy and like trying to come to your senses. And honestly, bro, like, let's be real. If it's not cocaine, it's probably alcohol, it's probably weed, it's probably fucking bars, it's probably fucking, X or fucking monkeys or whatever the fuck they're calling it nowadays. You get what I'm saying? Like every fucking 16-year-old at some point or another has a choice to make as to whether or not they deal with their bullshit, or they just fucking take something to ease the burden of it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's really and I think that's more of a psychological thing. And at the end of the day, like, it kind of sucks because if you really think about it, this kid wasn't raised in a fucking vacuum. So at the end of the day, like, what the fuck was Tom Hanks not doing to make sure that his fucking son didn't grow up to be a dickhead? You know what I mean? So that being said, what I'm saying, I'm not trying to downplay any kind of like, people who suffer from substance abuse, people who actually need like legitimate therapy, need help and all that shit. No, by all means, go get your fucking help. But, you're still a dickhead.
Chet said that his parents were very supportive and helpful towards him overcoming his problems. People sympathized with Chet for being so open regarding his addiction. However, just a few months later, he posted an Instagram photo that would change people's minds about him. Chet uploaded a photo of him holding 2 guns with a caption that reads, "Check out the song Me and My N-Word."
What? Check out the song Me and My Nigga Chill. That dude just dropped him on SoundCloud. Juice. Link in my bio. Go listen. That's that's some crazy shit, chat. that's some crazy shit.
Chill That Dude just dropped on SoundCloud. Juice, link in bio.
I hit him with the joke, like Kobe when I shoot, like Reggie when I ride. My niggas shoot for fun. I need an extra long. I fuck a nice sprung.
I mean, look, bro, for like what's being put out there, is that really that bad? You know what I'm saying? It is like, did that not meet some kind of standard y'all had set? Like, let's be real. Let's be real. To all the fucking youth that listens to this shit, this one's for you, bro. Like, did that not sound like some shit that you be playing in your car anyways? Like, is there something I missed there? I mean, come on, one more time. I'm not fucking with y'all on this. I'm really not fucking with y'all on this. I'm so fucking serious.
just dropped on SoundCloud. Juice, link in bio.
I hit him with the joke, like Kobe when I show, like Reggie when I ride. My niggas shoot for fun. I need an extra long. I fuck a nice sprung.
I mean, it sounds like every other rap song, because every other rap song sounds like every other rap song. I mean, at least nowadays. Like, shit, bro, please, bro, put me onto something that sounds fresh. I would love to hear it. I would literally love to hear it.
Most people had no idea Chet was an aspiring rapper, and they were not fond of his
waking the
use
fuck
of the
up.
N-word. Chet claims that music is the first outlet he used to express himself when he was 15.
First things first, man, we talking about the hearse. I got mad gifts, but this verse about the curse. Of when life stops and the good times cease, D-Breeze aunt and Dice grandma rest in peace.
All right, you know what really bothers me about this situation? You know what really bothers me about this fucking situation? Your fucking dad is Tom Hanks, bro. You literally had every fucking opportunity to like just pick what the fuck you wanted to do in life and then fucking do it. The only reason you didn't is because you were too caught up in bullshit. Now, I don't know this motherfucker's life. I don't. But I don't need to know him. I don't need to know him to know that his dad is a multimillionaire. I don't need to know him to know that, like, fuck, bro. Like, have you ever seen Tom Hanks in the news about some bullshit? I think maybe once, long ass time ago. And even then, like, who the fuck remembers that? Like, come on, bro. Like, you came from a good home. There's no reason why you have to struggle so fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't grow up eating sugar toast. Come on, bro.
That was the first verse I ever wrote.
However,
Like, literally all you had to do was figure out what you wanted to do with your life. And if you wanted to rap, bro, you could have gone down that path. But you know what the problem is? A lot of these fucking dickheads think they could be fucking rappers. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm the next fucking Tupac. Motherfucker, Tupac used to read the goddamn dictionary. When was the last time you picked up a fucking dictionary? No, what do? You fucking Google and you go on fucking Urban Dictionary and you use their fucking definition to go ahead and, like, fucking boost your vocabulary. On what fucking level? Look at Eminem. Eminem's fucking crazy with the fucking bars, bro. But look at how many fucking metaphors and similes, how many fucking uses of literal language arts that this man fucking implements. Come on, Kendrick Lamar fucking writes poetry, but Kendrick Lamar isn't fucking stupid. None of the best rappers out there are stupid. None of them. The best rap, bro. I'm not even gonna say your favorite rapper because I don't know who the fuck you listen to. But if you're watching me, chances are that your favorite rapper is probably the smartest one of the bunch. Like it's just like there's no mystery to this shit, man. But what do you want to do? You want to say what everybody else is saying? You want to be as cool as everybody? That's what people really want when they become rappers. They just want to be cool. That shit's fucking corny, bro. Like, go back to high school, dog.
he didn't record or release music until he became a student at Northwestern University in 2011, recording White and Purple under the alias Chet Hayes. This song was a remix of Wiz Khalifa's Black and Yellow, with the lyrics changed in reference to his school colors. He also dropped a few other club-style songs to show his versatility.
He should have just kept doing that. He could have killed it with those, bro. He could have done great. All he had to do was to get a couple collabs, pay a couple like big name DJs to remix it, and he would, bro. He could have done great with these.
People were dumbfounded at the thought of Tom Hanks' son of all people becoming a rapper. I'm aware that the reason my rapping has been publicized so much is because of that fact. So I'm
Nah, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with you being Tom Hanks' son and wanting to be a rapper. Just don't be a shitty one. God, bro, like have all the fucking opportunity in the world and you fucking like throw it to the fucking bin?
Appreciative of the publicity that I get because of it. According to Chet, his father heard most of his music and was pretty supportive. He suggested his wealthy background didn't discredit him as a hip-hop artist, saying, "Hip-hop is much larger than that. It exceeds boundaries beyond race and socioeconomic background."
Bro, if you're using fucking phrases like socioeconomic and boundaries, bro, and you're talking about art and culture, dude, come on, bro. Like you can't, you're not telling me that you can't fucking deliver a message in a song that isn't like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I got guns, I got bitches, I fuck them raw. Like, come on, dude. Come on, you're better than this.
It doesn't matter what country you're from or what nationality you are.
And look, I don't hate this guy. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's a dickhead, right? And I mean, if we're honest, like most people are fucking dickheads. Like it's very few and far in between you come across somebody and you're like, wow, what a good person. What an amazing individual. But it's fucking few and far in between.
Hip-hop is music, an art form, a culture. It can appeal and come out of whoever it speaks to, and it speaks to me. 3 years later, when people question Chet's use
Like
of
this. Like this. Like here's my problem. Here's my problem, right? Like you're wearing the hat backwards. Who gives a fuck, right? But you're wearing a tank top. You're wearing, you know what I'm saying? You're wearing street clothes. You're wearing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, do you understand that that's not an outfit? I think that's where most of you motherfuckers drop off. Is that you don't understand that rocking a tank top and rocking your pants below your fucking ass, it's not a fucking outfit, bro. It's a lack of a fucking shirt. You don't have a fucking shirt to wear, and it's probably too hot in your goddamn house. So why the fuck would it put on like one of the few fucking shirts you have on if you're just gonna sweat them up anyways? Might as well save that for an event where you're actually going out in public and you want to look good, right? So you put on the fucking tank top because it's hot and you don't want to fucking sweat the other clothes out. It's not. It's for a lack. It's a lack of resource that leads to you rocking a tank top, not an overabundance of it. And then, what about sagging the pants, Goosey? Well, first of all, yeah, I mean that's very urban. All right, very, very fucking urban culture shit. But also, like, have you ever considered that maybe they ain't got the fucking drawstring on their goddamn pants anymore? Have you ever questioned whether or not they even have a fucking belt to put on? And if they do have a belt, you think they're gonna rock the fucking Gucci belt, the one fucking belt they have in their whole goddamn, I was gonna say library, in their whole goddamn closet, wardrobe, whatever the fuck you want to call it? No, they're gonna save that for when they go out. I think it's a misunderstanding of why the culture and why the people within the culture act the way they act that leads to other people fucking, this is what primarily leads to fucking culture vultures. People who like, oh, look, I like this. Oh, this is cool. I want to be cool. And they appropriate the shit for themselves, not recognizing that there's a reason why that exists in the first place. And you don't have that reason. I don't hate him, though.
N-word, he said this.
Look, I know the majority of y'all are not going to get this because the history is still so fresh in our country. But hip-hop isn't about race. It's about the culture you identify with.
That to me speaks ignorance, because look at the foundations of hip hop, and I'm not even talking about like back when they used to just throw like simple rhymes over like a fucking DJ remix thing, you know what I'm saying, where they put on an old song, they repeat the drum loop, and over here they fucking play an extra part and they fucking would scratch up and all that. I'm not talking about like, you know, the times of the Grandmaster Flash and the something 5. You know, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the generation came right after that. I'm talking about NWA. I'm talking about, you know, Eazy-E, Ice Cube. I'm talking about Snoop Dogg. I'm talking about Tupac, Biggie. Like, understand, P. Diddy. Like, understand that the entire history of fucking hip hop is rooted in I don't have enough, or my situation is so fucking piss poor that I have nothing to do but to fucking sing about it. Okay? And mind you, motherfucker, take that just 200 years, 300 years back and think about slave hymns that were played. Fucking Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. What is that song about? That song's about the fucking day work being so hard in life. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's also things rooted in there that were supposed to be like secret messages and whatever the case was. But in its roots, like in its fundamental, it's about like, bro, like God, please come take me. That is the essential message, because being a slave is so goddamn difficult. Okay? So understand that like these are songs, this is an expression of the oppressed. So when you appropriate the form of expression of the oppressed, and you are not oppressed and you live in abundance, it makes total fucking sense that people are going to come after you. But that's why you don't rap as if you're one of the oppressed. You don't fucking take it and do the same thing they're doing, because guess what? You're not living that life. You're not. You went to fucking Northwestern University, bro. You didn't grow up on O Block. Like let's be real. You didn't grow up on Orange Street or Peach Street. You get what I'm saying? Like you didn't fucking grow up in Little Haiti or Little Havana. You know, you didn't grow up in fucking, well, Brooklyn. I mean, it doesn't even look like fucking Brooklyn anymore. You didn't grow up in the fucking boroughs. So it's you know, it's kind of ridiculous to fucking fantasize about making or glamorizing that fucking life and putting it on a pedestal when in reality you never had to suffer any of the like intolerable living styles that these other individuals who are creating this music have had to go through. So that's where it fucking goes to shit. Oh man.
And can't no one tell me what I can't say.
But he made a little adjustment to that
He's got a good point. I mean, freedom of speech, right?
statement.
I just want to clarify one thing. Under no circumstances would I ever go up to somebody that I didn't know and just be like, hey, what's up, my nigga? It's an unspoken thing between people who
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
and just be like, hey, what's up, my nigga?
Can't even look at the camera while he's saying it.
It's an unspoken thing between people who are friends who understand each other.
But it wasn't just the word, it was the multiple photos of him on Instagram flexing guns and trying to act like a gangster when everyone knows that's not his reality. To put it plainly, people just saw him as a douchey, out-of-touch rich boy who thinks he can say and do whatever he wants.
Seems about right.
However, Chet claims that these antics were all a side effect of his really bad drug problem, because later on in 2015 he announced that he was finally in rehab.
Yeah, but look at all the other hip hop stars, or like, what is it, like Lil Xan or whatever? I mean, I've never really listened to Lil Xan, but like this boy's entire like, discography is all about like struggling with drug addiction and shit like that, and like how dark life can be and this, that, and the third. And now look at the fucking kid. He's fucking drug free. You know what I'm saying? He's doing well. God bless the kid. You get what I'm saying? The point is that like hip hop isn't about fucking flexing. All right? Hip hop is about it's a form of expression. Like I said before, it's a form of expression of the oppressed. It's a form of expression for those who are suffering. All right? So what makes a good hip hop song is you being vulnerable and releasing a form of media that shows people your vulnerabilities while putting it into an art. You're making art out of your vulnerabilities. You're making art out of your misfortune. And that's beautiful. That's art, bro. But you just hopping on the train because you think it's cool, that makes you a groupie.
Hey, I just want to say I know like my name's been in the media about me like going missing or getting kidnapped or something. And I'm just gonna let y'all know I've been in a rehab, right? I'm just trying to get my together. And I'm doing pretty damn good, you know what I'm saying? And another thing is, like that stuff I was in the media about the N-word and everything. I know a lot of y'all kind of understood the point I was trying to make, but the truth is it's not my place to speak on that. And I'm genuinely sorry for the people that I offended.
Up until this point, people were so eager to know what Tom Hanks thought about his son, and Chet finally let us know how his dad truly feels in this interview. But first, a word from our sponsor, Aura. Have you ever Googled your name and seen yourself on one of those strange sites that has way too much information about you? Feels pretty weird. I'd rather have that stuff not available to just anyone looking for it. Data brokers are making tons of money selling your information to robocallers and spammers. But Aura can find the data brokers that are sharing your information, and the brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to. However, they make it very difficult to do so. That's where Aura comes in and submits opt-out requests for you. You can try Aura for free for 2 weeks using my link, aura.com/PatrickCC. Aura does so much more to protect you, like antivirus, VPN, password manager, identity theft protection, credit monitoring, and much more.
Yo, I'm about to get like a old school Motorola flip phone, like not even like the new one that's cool with the touchscreen. I'm about to get one of those old school ass ones with the fucking T9 texting, and that's just gonna be my main fucking thing, bro. Who the fuck wants a cell phone in the year 2023, man? That shit is just so fucking... Hell no, bro.
The best part is you get everything at one affordable price. I really like the password manager. I have tons of different passwords, so it's nice to keep them all in one place. Plus, they will alert you if your passwords have been compromised. Let Aura protect you and keep you safe online. You can let people continue to exploit you and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/PatrickCC to start your 2-week free trial. Link in the description. Thanks, Aura.
What does your dad think about it? Can I ask that?
My parents are just like, they're just like making sure I'm good. Like, they don't really like tell me what to do anymore because like I'm grown, you know what I mean? Like,
his brother Colin was asked, and he just responded with a bunch of vague
Wow. You know how many times I've seen this guy in fucking movies? or like not even movie, maybe like TV show. I've just like wherever the fuck I've seen him before, and it never just clicked to me that he was Tom Hanks' son. Like I never knew he was Colin Hanks or whatever the fucking case is. I never knew his last name, but like, Jesus Christ, his fucking face, bro. He looks just like his father.
Compliments.
He is, you know, obviously he's doing his own thing. He's he's very passionate about what he does, and he's got an incredible work ethic. He really does. I mean, that dude hustles and works hard, and you know, I want him to be happy. I want him to be successful. I want him to feel like he's following his passion and doing what he wants to do.
From this clip alone, it seems like his brother Colin is more well-adjusted and mature, and that's because they were raised entirely differently. Tom's 2 older children are from his first marriage with Samantha Luz. Colin, his first son, was born and raised long before Tom was a massive success. Tom said, Colin and Elizabeth remember when their dad was just a guy trying to make rent. Colin grew up in Sacramento with his mom and spent every other weekend in LA treating it like a fun sort of getaway. Colin didn't grow up living a lavish lifestyle. His mother kept him grounded. I don't know how much money my mother was getting in alimony, but what I heard was, we don't have the money for that. Your dad has that. We don't have that. Chet, on the other hand, was born
What is this?
Born and raised in luxury. Tom Hanks met fellow actress Rita Wilson in the early 80s on the set of Bosom Buddies, sparking a friendship. Following the end of his first marriage, Hanks and Wilson reunited on the set of Volunteers in 1985. In the film, the two played lovers, in which Hanks later expressed that there was instant chemistry. I asked Rita if it was the real thing for her, and it just couldn't be denied. Their connection led to a romantic relationship, and 3 years later, the couple got married, before having 2 children, their eldest son, Chester, Chet, in 1990, and their youngest son, Truman, in 1995.
Holy shit. Oh no, that was Jim Carrey. Okay, never mind. For a second there, I was like, bro, wasn't this dude in like Truman Show? He ended up naming his kid Truman. But no, that was Jim Carrey.
Years before Chet was born, Tom starred in Big, which became his breakthrough into superstardom. He was paid $1.7 million for this film and 7 figures for every film thereafter. He went on a legendary run of huge hits like A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, the other ones I've heard of, but this one I watched. This one's good. Hey, Forrest Gump is it's a great movie, dog. Like, that's a great movie. Look, I'm telling you, bro. Like, the amount of Easter eggs in that movie make it so fucking worth it. It's just so well written.
Apollo 13, and Toy Story. By the time Chet was 6 years old, Tom Hanks had achieved a legendary status in Hollywood and was earning tens of millions of dollars. I was watching Big when I was a little kid, and I was like, that's Dad. What's he doing on TV? And Mom was like, he's an actor. That's what he does. Chet and Truman were raised in Hollywood, in a luxurious mansion. They mingled with other celebrity children and took extravagant trips on private planes all around the world. However, Chet says this wasn't exactly what people thought it was.
They expected it to be like me, like running around like this Richie Rich.
Like Richie
Rich. Like I didn't have a care in the world. I had like.
And you know what's fucked up? You want to know what's fucked up, bro? You want to know what's fucked up? That in this day and age, bro, if you played the role of Richie Rich, if you played the fucking role, right, and you just were just overly braggadocious and like all about like, look how much fucking money I got and look at all the things I could do and this and that, bro, if you were to play that role in hip hop culture, it'd be accepted. It'd be accepted in rap. They take it. Because people love to flex. People love to flex. Let me. How about this? And if you don't believe me, go back to 2 Chainz. You remember 2 Chainz? 2 Chainz ain't made a song in a fucking minute. But 2 Chainz was literally every single one of it. And I love 2 Chainz because he's just so much fun to listen to, the way he talks shit. Like, when I die, bury me inside the Louis store. Like, what does that even, like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what? You're just saying the most ridiculous shit, bro. Just go back to his songs, bro. And you recognize, like, bro, like you could be that character, bro. Like, you could be yourself, guy. Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe he's about to tell us here how like it wasn't all luxury and shit, but let's be honest, bro. How many kids in the world fly on a fucking private jet? How many fucking people in the world have ever flown on a private jet? Think about the percent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, one thing is being privileged, but another thing is not recognizing it.
Endless money, and I could just like hang out by a swimming pool all day, like drinking margaritas,
With a McDonald's
and I'm
in
like
your
whipping
room.
around like Rolls Royces and like partying in mansions. Like that's what they expected my life was, and it wasn't like that at all. At all. But me, it was like, yo, Dad, can I get some money? He was like, yeah, like go wash my car. I'll give you $20.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like that. Like it wasn't like that. Like not only did they not spoil me, but they went to like far lengths to make sure like that I was like as normal as possible.
Chet swears he wasn't spoiled and had to work for everything he has. However, people had a preconceived notion that he was a rich brat, automatically disliking him. But the people that were nice to him, he felt that it was only because he was...
Bro, but you, like I'm saying, bro, you could have played the role of the villain. Like, you understand that, like, sometimes people like the villains in the story. You get what I'm saying? Like villains aren't always the most hated, you know? And even if they are, there's still a core group of people out there who like to see fucking antagonists. They love the antagonist in the story. And by the way, you need the antagonist in the story in order to fucking resolve the plot. Like you need, it's a necessary component of any good story.
The son of Tom Hanks. Either way, Chet felt like the entire world was against him. His rebellion was smoking weed, listening to rap music, and being the antithesis of his father. When his parents caught him, they didn't discipline him themselves. Instead, they sent him away to a wilderness program for troubled teens. Second nature and trust.
Oh man, I'll tell you right now. First time I got caught high, and it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't even like the first time, but it was the first time where my mom was like, "Oh no, this motherfucker's stoned." I remember my ass, like I had drank and I had smoked, and this was just like a time where I wasn't like good with doing those two things at once, and man, I remember my ass being like, it must have been like fucking 12:30 at night, maybe 1 in the morning. My ass was buck naked on the toilet, hunched the fuck over, like with the world spinning around me. And man, when she came into that bathroom, bro, when she opened up that door, she was like, bro, the look of disappointment and the fucking, bro, when your entire world is fucking spinning and you feel nauseous as shit and you just want to just sit down for a second and just the last thing you want is your disappointed mother to give you like a 30 to 45 minute speech. And that's exactly what I got. Like, I was too big and too grown for her to beat my ass, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she fucking gave it to me. And like, it was like a whole it wasn't just that one time. It was like for like the next week or two, just her face was different. The way she would look at me, the way we would talk, it was just completely different. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurt. But that's all I got as a kid. I'm even willing to say that some kids don't even get that. Unfortunately, they don't have parents. Their parents are like, fuck it, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks even worse. But I'm telling you what didn't happen to me. I didn't get sent on some fucking retreat. I tell you what most kids don't have happen to them. They don't get sent on some fucking retreat. That's not most kids.
Was a troubled teen therapy program located in Santa Clara, Utah. Wilderness therapy programs are a major part of the multi-billion-dollar troubled teen industry, which also includes therapeutic boarding schools and residential treatment centers. These programs are designed for adolescents struggling with issues like drug dependency, depression.
You know what else? You know what else is out there that doesn't regard having a fucking multi-billion-dollar industry invented just for the sake of treating a problem? Fucking therapy. You know, you could get fucking therapy and you know, you can actually, like, you know, I don't know, fucking deal with your problems. Yeah.
Poor grades, low self-confidence, suicide, and eating disorders. As the name suggests, wilderness therapy combines counseling and wilderness experience like hiking, camping, and other outdoor recreation activities. At the program, Chet was forced to do manual labor in the remote wilderness. He said he never knew when he was supposed to leave the camp. It's extremely uncomfortable. It's not like camping. It was like designed to be as harsh as fucking possible. These wilderness programs have earned themselves a terrible reputation over the years. The main philosophy of the TTI is that teens need to be isolated and broken in order for them to improve, and this is done by making them participate in humiliating group activities, forcing them into manual labor, giving them small amounts of food, and threatening them with violence.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, like, is that just like not like growing up broke? Is that just not the same thing as growing up broke? I mean, to me, that's what it sounds like. To me, this right here is like representative of growing up in the hood. Like that's exactly what that is. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, why not just throw one of these guys into like a fucking, like, you know, a gang neighborhood and see how they fucking survive for a week, you know? I mean, that'll fucking break him in. You want to break him? Consider them broken, dog.
The program that Chet went to, Second Nature, decided to rebrand to Evoke Therapy Programs after a staggering amount of lawsuits. One claiming that a child was unable to bathe themselves for 8 weeks. One saying a child is sleeping under a tarp in freezing snow. One child said that she was held in solitary confinement. One parent was denied communication. She didn't even know if her child was alive. There is a very extensive record of horrific complaints about Second Nature.
You see, and then like there's all that too. Like you're on top of that, you're feeding an industry of dickheads. You know, look, you see, DHS Records, Dickheads Records. Like this is like, you know, like what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Go talk to your fucking therapist. Figure out why the fuck, you know, you're so goddamn raunchy. And by the way, bro, if your therapist sucks, go find another fucking therapist. That's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's like you not liking your internet service provider and then like you not switching internet service providers. You know?
And every other wilderness therapy program in the United States. Chet said this program did not do any good for him. He wanted to go harder, party harder, do harder drugs to make up for lost time. He spiraled for years.
I hated my life, and I felt like a fuck up. I felt like a loser. That didn't last very long. that didn't last very long because it was in that time period that I found out I was having a daughter.
Chet's girlfriend at the time, Tiffany Miles, revealed to him that she was pregnant. Immediately, his whole mindset shifted. He realized he needed to get sober, take responsibility for his actions, and get a real job so his daughter can have a good life.
Hey man, listen. If there's one thing that'll set a dude straight, I mean, fuck, I'm not talking about any dude because most dudes can just walk the fuck away, right? Like, I don't know how the fuck y'all possess that within your fucking biology to be able to just up and walk away from something that's yours. But yeah, bro, having a kid, that's like the number one thing that helps motherfuckers like reprioritize their lives.
He tried another go at music. This time he started a duo alongside Drew Arthur called FTRZ. They released 2 singles, Models and Nowhereland, as well as the Ocean Park EP. This music went relatively unnoticed, and Chet knew his best chance for a real career was not in music, but rather following the family name into the world of acting. He landed a few one-off roles in Marin, Tales, and Curb Your Enthusiasm, before landing more permanent spots in 2 hit TV shows.
Oh, that's him! Oh shit, that didn't fucking ring a bell, dude! Hey, bro, Shameless is an awesome show. And by the way, I hate this guy in Shameless, but he's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? He's not that bad. Because at the end of the year, I don't know, he plays the role of a fucking dickhead. Like, I'm not going to lie. Oh my God, how did I not recognize he was in fucking Shameless? Damn.
Shameless and Empire. Empire provided him with enough money and stability to provide for his family. And believe it or not, Chet is actually a decent actor. Must be in his blood. He's particularly exceptional at acting like a Jamaican man. And in 2020, the world got to see his talent.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
I know it hurts. But guys, if you don't become comfortable with being uncomfortable, how are you ever gonna grow? Okay? How do you ever expect to break out of your shell and become better than the person you are today? So this is for you.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
This took place on the red carpet of the 77th annual Golden Globes, where Tom Hanks was accepting the Cecil B. DeMille Award for his impact on the industry as an actor, producer, writer, and director. Sadly for Hollywood, nobody cared about the awards. Only 2 things were being talked about that night. 1, host Ricky Gervais absolutely roasting the audience for 3 hours straight, and 2, Chet Hanks speaking patois. The internet was on fire, calling him cringy, racist, and a cultural...
Oh shit. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't know that's how you spell patois. It makes sense though.
Appropriator. He responded...
All of a sudden, the patois is gone. Chet Hanks is back to speaking perfect English and defending cultural appropriation. A colonizer colonizing. Funny how I haven't seen one BW call. What? Hold on. What the fuck is BW? I'm out of touch. Funny how I haven't seen one BW call Chet Hanks out. Oh, one BW. I guess it must be the channel or something. Call Chet Hanks out for cultural appropriation for using a black accent and using fake patois, or his history of using the N-word. But they go out of their way to hate on any white woman that dates. Okay, 100%. Okay. Funny how I haven't seen one black woman call Chet Hanks out for cultural appropriation for using a black accent and using fake patois, or his history of using the N-word, but they go out of their way to hate on any white woman that dates black men. I mean, sucks, right?
To the criticism with a second video on Instagram outside a smoothie shop in LA.
Big up the youth them way out of Kingston. Me wake up this morning and me see the thing.
He's wearing chrome hearts.
Internet gone mad. Respect, you don't know. Me soon forward a yard. Booyaka.
Chet was loving the attention, and he kept feeding into the memes. Despite the outrage, many
I'm Jamaican and I love it. Nothing wrong with him embracing our culture. Yeah, sure. I'm Jamaican and he is embracing my culture and he is doing it well. I can tell Chet is hanging with Jamaicans. As a senior Jamaican, I have no problem with any person using my accent. I would have a problem with what is being said. Very true. Very true. And by the way, like, patois is a really cool it's a really cool, I mean, for those of you who don't understand the history of patois, it was a language, it was a dialect created by slaves, and they knew English, but they had to create a form of communication in which the slave masters could not understand what they were saying. So they took, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a blend of like English and they just kind of like, they I don't know how else to paint the picture for you besides they smear the words a little bit. So it's kind of blended in together. And I think it's a fascinating language, bro. I think it's amazing. It's a great language. And you know what I'm saying? I'm totally cool with like people being cool with it. But at the end of the day, bro, like this guy's a dickhead. Like that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like these individuals are just seeing him in that one setting and being like, oh, that's not bad. But then like, if you go ahead and like put that into context of the entire history of what this guy's been up to, you're like, oh no, he's just an idiot.
Native Jamaicans thought it was hilarious and were not angry.
The man is just having fun, man.
He even got an acting.
You see, and that's great, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? By all means, like why can't people enjoy that either, bro? I'm not blaming them for enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, bro, if you ever met, bro, they literally have a word for everything is good, bro. Irie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know, and like if you look into the culture and you honestly like listen to Jamaican music, bro, most of it is about fucking. Most of it is about fucking. Like the amount of Jamaican music that is about violence and hate, like is so few and far in between because it's just not their culture. Like think about it, bro. These individuals liberated themselves from their masters. They fought for their own liberty and they won. And now they got their own country. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what do they got to be mad about? And I'm not saying like everything's great where they're at. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's got their own, you know, set of fucking problems. But in comparison, bro, in comparison to other parts in the world, like you could understand why, like, you know, you could understand why like Marley was, you know, Bob Marley was able to make music that helped fucking unify the world just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Why you still go to some, like most of these fucking old white established, you know, restaurants and shit. And you know who's playing in the fucking Bob Marley? No woman, no cry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know, it's beautiful music, bro. It's a beautiful culture.
Role for one episode on Atlanta because of his fake accent.
You grow up in Trinidad or Jamaica?
No, it's Trinidad and Tobago. And no, I'm from Tribeca.
However, Tom never spoke about his son's dreams of being Jamaican. Chet was feeling unstoppable, and he made an announcement on Instagram that hyped up all white boys around the world.
Look, I just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer is, it's about to be a white boy summer. You know, take it how you want. I'm not talking about like Trump NASCAR type white. I'm talking about, me, John B., Jack Harlow type white boy summer. You know what I mean? Let me know if you guys can vibe with that.
In the caption, he urged people to tag a real Vanilla King in the comments. A lot of people, particularly white boys, thought this was hilarious as Chet was playing off Megan Thee Stallion's 2019 hit, Hot Girl Summer. Others took offense to the phrase, especially since...
Oh shit, here we go. Hey everybody, Chet Hanks here. Just wanted to give a rundown of all the slurs that are okay for white boy summer. Chet Hanks said this was a white boy summer, and I can now officially and scientifically said it was the worst in recent memory. Y'all really gassed Chet Hanks up to the point where he's dropping a song entitled yeah, whatever. Anyway, white boy summer. In the midst of a national surge in racial violence committed by white men. That did happen. I do remember that. I remember that happening. I remember thinking to myself, why would you ever put yourself in the spotlight like that? I just thought it was like a general white dude movement. I didn't know it was I didn't know this guy started all this.
Since Chet had already garnered criticism for appropriating black culture in the past. In a video posted a few days later, Chet clarified, "You know what's not white boy summer? Is having any ill will or prejudice towards anybody from a different background, race, walk of life than you." Chet capitalized on the controversy by releasing a song, which is his most successful song of all time, as well as releasing a line of merchandise, which included hoodies, t-shirts, shorts, tank tops.
It's like, who's wearing that though? Like, who's wearing that? Who's going out? Who's going out wearing that, bro? Like, who's going outside with that shit on? Like, don't get me wrong, it probably sold. He probably sold some of this shit. But like, besides the Nelk boys, who the fuck is going outside wearing this shit?
Leggings, caps, and bike shorts. However, further controversy ensued after people called out the Gothic style font placed.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Yep, Nazi shit. Yep. I could see who'd buy this.
On the merchandise, as it resembled a font used by white nationalists. He also launched a line of Black Queen Summer merchandise.
And 100%, bro, I love Gothic lettering. Like, don't get it fucking twisted. Like, literally all the writing on my body, with the exception of one of my tattoos, is all in Gothic writing. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's like English version of calligraphy.
Using the same font. I want to see some white boys and some black queens wearing each other's shirts. However, White Boy Summer was about to come to a screeching halt before it even started, when a video of Chet and his girlfriend Kiana Parker in the middle of a domestic altercation hit the internet.
This bitch just attacked me with a knife.
No, I didn't. Did I attack you with a knife?
This bitch just attacked me with a knife.
Did I attack you with a knife? No.
Chet claims that Parker attacked him with a knife, stole his belongings, and charged thousands of dollars on his credit cards. The pair reportedly began seeing one another in March of 2019, but split in January 2021 when
March? Oh, okay, so like about 2 years. Damn, what is this? Is this fucking like child support shit?
Parker got a restraining order against Hanks, alleging that he threw a bottle at her and said no one would believe her because she's, quote, a ghetto black bitch. Hanks denied any abuse and later filed a lawsuit against Parker for assault, battery, and theft. Parker told a different story and claimed that Chet threatened her with a knife when she showed up at his home with movers to collect her things. She also claimed that Chet pushed her and attacked her outside. Chet's attorneys told media outlets her claims are completely false, fabricated, and fictional. Come April of 2021, Parker filed a $1 million lawsuit against Chet. Her lawyers accused Chet of making a mockery of black women in the criminal justice system by proclaiming that it's going to be a white boy summer and a black queen summer, while knowing he mentally and physically abused a black queen. Chet has continued to deny all allegations of abuse, and as of right now, the case is still in process. Kiana even tried to make Tom Hanks a witness, claiming he provided a healer for her, who has not been named. During this whole time, Tom has never spoken about Chet's.
God, man. Just imagine pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, you know? Imagine doing everything you can to turn what would otherwise be a very mediocre, boring life into an amazing life full of accomplishment. Just to have a kid just fucking make your hair go white.
alleged abuse. Chet decided to end his white boy summer with a statement about the vaccine.
I'm gonna get the vaccine first thing. Psych! Bitch! If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I never had COVID. You ain't sticking me with that motherfucking needle. It's the motherfucking flu. Get over it, okay? If you're sick, stay inside. I'm tired of having, okay? Why we working around y'all? If you're in danger, stay your ass inside. I'm tired of wearing a motherfucking mask.
Chet's parents were some of the earliest celebrities to test positive for COVID-19 during the pandemic. Chet himself posted a video to social media about his parents' status after hearing the news. Tom and Rita would go on to donate their blood to help with treatment-focused research. Despite this, Chet remains skeptical. Many people want to know what Tom Hanks thinks of his son, but we honestly don't know. Tom has basically never spoken about his son in a public forum. A Man Called Otto is his newest film.
That's a great fucking movie. It is such a sweet fucking movie. Like, it's like the grumpiest motherfucker. And honestly, fuck, I don't even want to ruin it for you guys, but he's just like a grumpy motherfucker. And then like, fuck, I can't really say more. I can't really say more than that. Just think of like the grumpy old man from Up, right? And imagine if that grumpy old man from the movie Up ended up being in like a movie that was actually kind of fucking funny. Like, and the movie's actually kind of fucking funny. I ain't gonna lie. What is this? What are these lyrics? Are these some of his lyrics? Are these some of his lyrics, Legend? I'm about to Google this shit right now. Oh, Comethazine? Jesus Christ. What are you doing? Fucking Comethazine.
Where his other son Truman was chosen for the lead role. The most recent video of Chet and Tom is at this Dodgers game singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Chet says that his dad loves and supports him. Most people who say that Tom is embarrassed by Chet are just guessing. It's actually Tom's silence that draws him criticism. He has been sort of the innocent, nice guy his whole career. His lack of controversy and always positive attitude makes people think that he is secretly hiding something. More specifically, conspiracy theorists think he is a part of the QAnon global child sex trafficking ring.
Jesus Christ, dude, are you serious, bro? Like you, okay, here's the thing, right? Like, you want to be a public figure, or not even, like, you know, well, I mean, obviously, if you're going to get into like any kind of entertainment industry, like at some point you're going to be a public figure, and you want to maintain this I don't want to call it necessarily an illusion, but let's just say like you're actually a good person, right? You want to maintain that image. So you don't want to do stuff or like say things that's going to put you in a bad light, because why would you do that? Like, you see yourself as a good individual. So why would you allow people to get a look at you that doesn't make you look like a good person? And I get it. It might not be 100% genuine, because everybody has their fucking ups and downs, right? Everybody's got their demons, like they say. But fucking QAnon, you think Tom Hanks is drinking blood? Like, you think he's raping little kids? Like, come on, dude.
Point to Tom's Instagram, where he often posts photos of people's gloves, children's socks, shoes, and pacifiers. They say Tom is hiding in plain sight, leaving a trace of evidence for his crimes. Plus, he has the comments disabled, making it look even more suspicious. Chet has actually addressed this on the Impulsive podcast.
Like, this is, dude, like, it's really funny because, like, I saw this, like, with the conspiracy, there's like, these are the gloves of the abducted children that they left behind. It's like, dude, my dad, like, was doing that glove shit because he's, like, trolling Instagram. Right. And, like, he kept on, like, seeing, like, gloves on the ground, because people, like, lose their gloves in the middle of the winter in New York, and it falls out of coat or something. He kept on seeing gloves, so he just, like, took a picture and posted it, because he's, like, trolling Instagram. Like, my dad does not give a shit about social media.
For the past year, Chet has been trying to avoid controversy and tell his life story on various podcasts. He is also trying to promote his brand as a fitness and life guru. Hanks Fit is his subscription-based membership club for the low price of $300 per month.
Dude, that's a fucking car payment, bro. For the price of a car, you can instead subscribe to Chet Hanks's fitness videos, which, by the way, bro, like, fitness subscriptions, I think there's some of the dumbest fucking things. And by the way, bro, if you buy into any of this shit, you're part of the fucking dumb majority. You understand? You are part of the majority of individuals that exist that are dickheads. Bro, if you can't fucking if you can't sit there for a second and just fucking take a couple breaths, clear your fucking mind and feel your fucking body out and be able to tell what you need to do in order to work it out, bro, like you have lost complete touch with yourself. You have disassociated from your body. Like you have no control or no idea on how to reflect on what the fuck it feels to be inside the fucking one day eventual corpse that you're walking around in. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, you can't tell me that, like, you're like, damn, I want to work on my chest. You can't just put your fucking hand on your goddamn pec and just move it around and see what fucking motion does what and moves it in which way, and then be like, okay, well, let me do that motion, and then let me make it a little bit heavier by grabbing some fucking free weights. Like, bro, it's like the whole science behind working out is not that fucking complicated, bro. It's just not. It isn't. And maybe because the people who subscribe to this shit are total fucking meatheads to begin with, they don't have the fucking, they have too much fucking, I don't know, too much other shit going on that they don't have the fucking brain power to be able to fucking push and like recognize that this is what they need to do for their body. Also, not to mention, speaking on bodies, no two bodies are the same. No two individuals have the exact same biochemical makeup. So what makes you think that what's going to work for one guy is going to work for you? Now, I'm not saying there aren't principles. I'm not saying there aren't fundamental things that pretty much works for everyone. Like push-ups aren't bad for you. All right. Sit-ups aren't bad for you. Squats aren't bad for you. All right. Duh. But to say that, like, I'm going to teach you how to get jacked. Like, nah, bro. You're going to teach me on how to waste my money.
Where he will make you a custom workout routine, meal plan, and give you meditation techniques.
Okay. I think what you're paying for is the Zoom call once per week. I think that's what you're paying for, is a Zoom call once per week. Because pretty much everything else, I mean, like, I don't know, where's this guy's training and all this stuff? Like what? Like, oh, well, look at my body. My body is my training. This is what I use. This is my fucking resume. Look at my pecs and my fucking, my traps. And it's just like, yeah, go fuck yourself, bro. Like, there's nothing I can't just Google or watch YouTube for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, like I said, the only thing you're really paying for here is the fucking Zoom call once per week.
Chet wants people to understand that he is not just a Nepo baby who was handed everything.
That description,
Yikes.
Tom Hanks' son. Like, who is that? But who are we imagining as Tom Hanks' son? Who the imagination of who that person must be is in the mind of every single person. It's subjective.
There's no doubt that being plagued by living in the shadow of your father is rough. Maybe he is not like most typical
All right, Baki.
Hollywood kids that grew up with a silver spoon.
God, bro, this whole family, man. This whole family, dude. This... Oh, God bless him. Jesus.
In his mouth. But he has gotten away with a lot of questionable behavior, and that is likely because of his celebrity status. However, Chet has not earned his own fame. He still has big shoes to fill. The harsh reality is, he's going to have to do something pretty remarkable if he wants to be known as Chet Hanks and not just Tom Hanks' son. Chet Hanks.
Man, wow. Do we have any last words for this? If I'm honest, bro, like this, I'm not even gonna try to be an asshole here. Not that I really have to make effort. But I just think that I don't even think. I just hope that homie finds something that he's passionate about and something he loves to do, and follows it through. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that he stops with the craving for attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, his father's been a very private man type shit with his own, private life and shit like that. Like, I feel like for some individuals, that's a great path to take. I feel like for some individuals, you're probably better off, being seen and not heard. And I think that putting yourself in the spotlight, you're subjecting yourself to the criticism of everybody who has access to wherever the hell you post yourself. And with that being said, like, there's a certain level of responsibility that you have, not just to the individuals who you're trying to entertain or who you're trying to form a community around, but I think you have a responsibility to yourself more than anything else. And honestly, bro, like I said, man, I hope this man finds something that he wants to do, something he's passionate about, and honestly, like just stops, because, bro, I can't imagine what his family goes through having to deal with this. And literally, like they said in the fucking thing, like, it's like the black sheep situation. And understand that, like, the people out there in the fucking media who are pushing this narrative of black sheep, like, that gets back to him, bro. And he can act as much as he wants that, like, it doesn't bother him, it doesn't faze him, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, bro, like listen, you are influenced by every fucking thing. Believe it or not. Because even if someone cuts you off in traffic and you don't think that's not bothering you, 4 hours into the day, understand that whatever the fuck that little incident, right, is going to it's gonna add like a little negative counter onto your fucking chips. You know what I'm saying? And then just that kind of like it can snowball. And sooner or later, you realize that you're angry at someone and you're not really even angry at them. You're actually upset about some other shit that happened and you never got the chance to kind of get through it. So, do I want people to bash him? No. Do I want him to be a dickhead? No. But what I do want is for this motherfucker to figure out something that works for him. Jeez, this sucks. Yikes.